Right now, a Belleville family lucky to be alive after a semi-truck crashes into their home.
Also, why a man accused of killing an area Navy veteran 2 years ago may avoid trial.
And we're learning new information about an officer-involved shooting in Madison as the Dane County Sheriff's Office continues its investigation. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Yeah, I'm just in shock of, what happened, and, I'm still collecting everything. And
just grateful to be alive. That's how one Belleville man and his family feel tonight.
This video shows you why a semi-truck crashed into their home while 3 of them were inside. Our Brad Hamilton is live on Main Street. And Brad, I understand you spoke with a man who was just feet away from that truck.
Yeah, Susan, Daniel Covarrubias said he was just waiting in his family room while his car was heating up outside when all of a sudden he heard a loud bang coming from outside. Now that loud bang ended up being a semi-truck which somehow got off the road and barreled right into Daniel's home. Daniel says that truck missed hitting him by just 6 feet. Somehow none of the 3 people in the home at the time were hit by the truck. Now one person inside was treated for other injuries but should be okay. The truck driver should recover as well. Daniel himself still cannot believe this all happened.
It's crazy. I mean, a lot of emotions are going on, You try to actually, think of what happened at once. But, we got our friends and family and that are all in it. So I thank them that they're all here to help us out.
The Belleville Fire Department says it took them 3.5 hours to remove the semi from the home, and Highway 69 officially reopened at 10:40 a.m., according to officials. Now, as for the home itself, Daniel said, well, the living room was completely destroyed, as well as part of the bathroom had just been renovated. Coming up at 6, we'll have much more from right here in Belleville.
All right, wild story. Brad, thank you. The man accused of killing a Navy veteran in 2020 may avoid trial. It'll depend on a plea hearing for Riley Berg set for next week.
The now 23-year-old is accused of killing Nicholas Day in January of 2020. Brady Mallory is here now with why this case has taken so long to get to this point. Brady?
Well, the sheriff at the time called this an extremely brutal homicide. Authorities had originally thought Day was the victim of a hit and run because of where his body was found. However, his body had gunshot wounds and significant cuts to his neck. Berg's trial has been delayed multiple times due to competency hearings and rescheduling. He was initially found incompetent to stand trial in April 2020 before being deemed competent after treatment in October of 2020. However, Berg said a month later he did not believe he was, so a judge put proceedings on hold and ordered additional treatment. In another hearing in February of 2021, Berg told the court he was competent and a pretrial conference was scheduled. Berg's father has told investigators his son was being treated for schizophrenia and he was hospitalized for it in 2017. Berg's hearing is set for Monday.
Brady, thank you. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is on the weather patio. Dana?
If it's going to be cold, might as well have a few snowflakes swirling around for us. And that's what we have this evening. Some light flurries passing through. A little steadier snowfall about 2 hours ago in Madison. Right now, much of the steadier stuff off to the eastern edge of the state towards Milwaukee. We're not really picking up anything on our radar in Madison, but I can confirm we have flurries out here on the patio right now. So likely seeing some flurries in other areas of Rock and Dane County. Might not be enough to actually pick up on our radar currently, and not enough to really impact our visibility currently for Madison. A cloudy sky overhead. Temperature-wise, we are in the low teens with a wind chill at about 3 above 0. Temperatures close to the low teens throughout southern Wisconsin. Compared to this time yesterday, we're in a pretty similar spot. In fact, we're in for another cold night. Temperatures dropping close to 0, if not just a smidge below, to start off our Saturday morning. But the good news, this weekend shouldn't be quite as cold outside. We'll take a closer look at that full 10-day and the small warm-up ahead in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. We're learning new information about yesterday's officer-involved shooting on Madison's east side. We now know authorities were trying to arrest a 38-year-old man on a Department of Corrections warrant. During the attempted arrest, arrest, a law enforcement officer fired their weapon. It's unclear why a warrant was issued for this man. He's now in custody and remains hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. It's unclear whether the man was shot by the officer or if the injured man fired a gun at officers. The Dane County Sheriff's Office investigating now, but it's offering very few details about what happened. La Crosse police are investigating a murder-suicide after 3 bodies were found inside a home. Officers discovered the bodies of 2 adults and a dog inside a home Wednesday night. They say Jordan Garcia shot and killed Allison Rogers and the dog before killing himself. Investigators believe Rogers was a victim of domestic violence. Neighbors say they are shocked something like this happened in their area.
Just a travesty that something like that would happen. Smaller city, everyone's so nice, you know, and it's just shocking.
Investigators are trying to determine what led to that incident.
Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson formally honored a Milwaukee police detective today. Andy Wilkowicz was wounded by gunfire last month while trying to stop a robbery in the city's 3rd Ward. He was off duty at the time. The 37-year-old suffered life-threatening injuries after he was shot multiple times. Mayor Johnson proclaimed February 4th as Andy Wilkowicz Day in honor of the detective.
Andy displayed all the courage that we expect police officers to do, to stand up, to protect, and to serve when it's needed the most. And when I saw Andy's heroic actions, I knew that we wanted to do that to honor him and his sacrifice.
Wilkowicz is still recovering from his injuries, but says he plans to get back out in the field as soon as possible. Well, she was a Democrat coming to the state legislature during the Tea Party wave. Now Senate Minority Leader Janet Bewley says this year will be her last.
And it's the latest in an increasingly long line of lawmaker retirements. Naomi Coles explains.
2010 was the dawn of a new era in the state capitol. The Tea Party wave spurred dozens to run for office, leading to a massive wave of freshman lawmakers as party control flipped from blue to red. Bewley was a Democrat caught up in that freshman class as well, and she's joining several others from that group in announcing her retirement. For so many, Act 10 was their introduction to state politics.
But the learning curve was huge for everybody because of the things that we were dealing with. It was not business as usual. And we had to summon all sorts of courage and creativity. And we became a group, a very tight group, very quickly.
Bewley was elected to the Assembly first, then won her race for state Senate, where she has served since 2015. Now, her time as a Democrat Party leader in the Senate has spanned basically the length of the pandemic, starting in April 2020. Join me for a conversation with her looking back this Sunday on For the Record after Face the Nation.
Naomi, thank you. Today, Wisconsin is celebrating the 4th annual Transit Equity Day to commemorate what would have been Rosa Parks' 109th birthday. Parks refused to give up her seat on a city bus to a white man in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955. Her courageous act of defiance helped spark the civil rights movement. Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says making sure everyone has access to affordable public transportation is one of her top priorities.
As we mark Transit Equity Day here, we must acknowledge the historic discrimination and current inequities and push for a better, more equitable future.
Mayor Rhodes Conway also stressed the importance of the bus rapid transit plan to reduce transit inequity in Madison.
CDC vaccine advisors have voted 13-0 to support recommending the 2-dose Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine received full approval from the FDA earlier this week in use in adults. More than 200 million doses of the Moderna vaccine have been administered already in the U.S. There's no difference between the approved vaccine and the vaccine previously available through emergency use authorization. Minneapolis police are releasing body camera video of an officer fatally shooting a man during a no-knock warrant. We want to warn you, the video is disturbing. This video shows officers quietly entering a Minneapolis apartment around 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. They identify themselves, approach a man wrapped in a blanket, and demand to see his hands. This slow-motion version of the video shows the barrel of a gun visible beneath the blanket. An attorney for Amir Locke's family says he possessed that firearm legally. 3 gunshots are then audible. Locke's family says he had no criminal history and was not the target of the warrant.
My son didn't deserve it.
Yes.
The rest of the black males in this city and across this nation didn't deserve it.
He did what any reasonable, law-abiding citizen would do. white or black.
Well, Locke later died at a hospital. The officer who shot Locke is now on administrative leave pending the investigation into the incident.
A vacant building at a walnut growing facility in California went up in flames this morning. This is just north of Sacramento. Residents were evacuated. The building was fully engulfed when firefighters arrived. No one was inside and there were no injuries reported. Fire crews got it under control before it could spread to neighboring homes. U.S. officials are claiming that Russia is planning to stage a fake attack as a pretext to invade Ukraine. The administration didn't publicly provide direct evidence, but officials in Kyiv say the U.S. has shared intelligence with them, suggesting that Russia will use a past playbook of spreading disinformation. The White House says there will be severe consequences for any Russian aggression.
I strongly prefer that Russia choose the path of diplomacy and dialogue, but if it does not, we are fully prepared for the alternative.
Biden administration officials say Russian state media and proxies pushed out a record number of anti-American and anti-Ukrainian content online over the past few months.
Up next, it's a package a little too big for your typical Amazon delivery person.
This one for Jeff Bezos himself, why his super yacht may require the dismantling of a historic bridge. We'll have the details. And later, the White House is announcing big changes to the country's school lunch program. Details on that coming up at 6.
Mixed results to close the week on Wall Street. The Dow falling 21. The Nasdaq goes the other way, soaring more than 219 points. The S&P adds 23. And we'll be right back.
We're all family at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Friends and Family event. Pay what friends and family do on top brands like Whirlpool, LG, and Frigidaire. Shop amazing doorbusters and no interest financing for 18 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside the Ashley Home Stores of Madison.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now there's Color Beauty self-adjusting foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it. It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order this Valentine's Day and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
Ashley Home Store's Friends and Family event is going on now. For a limited time, get up to 54% off doorbusters, plus take a bonus 15% off. And get interest-free financing for 18 months. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
It's scary, obviously, coming at your face. You know, you just gotta be thankful that, thanks to God, everything went well.
A semi plows into a house in Belleville. How the homeowner narrowly escaped with no injuries. Coming up tonight at 6.
What makes a teacher a teacher? A retired Madison educator seeking loan relief wants an answer to that question.
I think I should have the opportunity that all the other teachers have.
How her call for action to us is making a difference. Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
An historic bridge in the Netherlands may be dismantled so that a shipmaker can get Jeff Bezos' newly built super yacht out of the shipyards. The 95-year-old bridge in Rotterdam was rebuilt after the Nazis bombed it during World War II. It's too low to accommodate this massive vessel, which is said to be the largest sailing yacht in the world, more than 417 feet long, topped by 3 masts over 100 feet tall.
The more monies you have, the more power you get, even though it goes against the principles of the city.
Some folks there don't care as long as he foots the bill for a new bridge. Others say they will protest by pelting that yacht with rotten eggs when it sets sail this summer.
Oh boy. A massive winter storm is now moving through parts of the Northeast.
Try more than 300,000 homes and businesses without power. Temperatures continue to drop. Laura Podesta with the latest.
Icy roads sent vehicles sliding in North Texas and led to this massive backup along Interstate 10 after a semi jackknifed and landed on its side. The massive winter storm is dumping heavy snow and freezing rain from Texas to Maine.
It's anticipated that the entire state will be in a freezing or below freezing temperature situation.
A buildup of ice brought down tree limbs and electrical lines, leaving hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses without power across the U.S.
That repeated melting and sagging can weaken the tree even more and cause more outages.
As the system moved east, crews in Ohio salted roads, and New York's governor issued this warning.
Our best advice is just to stay off the roads. They're absolutely hazardous.
Here in New York City, a travel advisory will be in effect until Saturday morning. Rain and sleet is picking up, and temperatures continue to drop.
Yes, we have a magnificent crew of individuals who know how to salt the roads, but when the first weather event is rain, it washes the salt off the roads.
Thousands of flights are canceled, mostly in the Northeast. In the Deep South, cleanup is underway, especially in Memphis, where ice sent trees crashing into houses. The winter storm left cars submerged in Alabama and triggered a deadly tornado that shredded homes. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
And a tornado in Alabama killed at least 1 person and injured 8 others. We've dodged that for the most part, although we did have some flurries this afternoon. Here's Dana with the latest.
You're very right, though. At this point, I almost feel like a broken record. We really dodged a wicked system impacting most of the country and still bringing snowfall to the New England area, the extreme northeast, and mixed precipitation for parts of Boston stretching into Connecticut near the Hartford area. And that's leading to some really significant travel impacts that'll likely take most of the weekend to get cleaned up. That snowfall notice stretching again through Ohio all the way up to the New England area, now over 2 feet for much of that stretch of land. Of course, Missouri and Illinois picking up a significant amount of snow also with this system earlier in the week. Well, they've had the warmer temperatures to help things melt off just a little bit. So down in central Illinois and Missouri, we're generally trending more in the 3 to 6 inch range. They were closer to about a foot and a half for some spots just about 48 hours ago. So those warmer temperatures making a big impact for the melt that they've had over the last few days. A bitterly cold trend for us tonight. Temperatures will pull below 0 with wind chills getting even colder than that, likely landing just in the single digits below 0, but it's going to feel closer to about 15 below for tomorrow morning. Still mostly dry. We have some flurries right now, possibly some flurries late Saturday night, but any major impacts just not building in for us in our forecast. We have really dry air in place and not a lot building in as we look through most of the 10-day. High temperatures for next week start to climb back into the 30s. Gets a little more comfortable outside, but that is going to eat away at that small snowpack that we have on the ground. Right now we have light flurries coming down, a light dusting for us. Some areas might be closer to about 1/10 of an inch, others really just a dusting. Temperatures overnight expected to drop just below 0. For tomorrow, we'll have a partly sunny sky. Highs will land in the upper teens close to 20 degrees, so a little bit warmer than today, adding on about 7 to 10 degrees for most of southern Wisconsin. Notice this breeze coming in from the south. That's helping things warm up a bit for us for Saturday and for Sunday. Now on Sunday in the morning, you might notice a fresh light dusting of snow. We have a small chance for some flurries Saturday night into Sunday morning. Similar to today, I think some folks will stay quite dry and not wake up to anything, but others could just have again, a light, fresh dusting on the top of the car. Temperatures Sunday climbing closer to 30. For tomorrow, about 20, a partly sunny sky, breezy outside, wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, and cold. With that wind factored in, wind chills likely landing in the mid to low teens for us at times. Notice this temperature trend as we look at our 6 to 10 day outlook. Warmer off to the west, trending below average for us in southern Wisconsin, and that really shifts in. And our 8 to 14 day outlook also lines up with what we're looking at for our 10 day, with some colder weather expected for the back half of next week. 20 the high for Saturday. Sunday we get to the low 30s. Monday a bit cooler. We dip down into the low 20s. The middle of next week, though, that's where we see a bit of a warm up. Mid to upper 30s for us on Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's just, again, eating away at that small snowpack we still have. By the back half of next week, possibility to have some light snow, light flurries, still quite a ways off to have anything really significant building in. A cooler trend settling in with that chance, and that's where we stay for the following weekend and starting off the following week. So really lining up again with that Climate Prediction Center outlook to see the colder air building in for us throughout much of the Midwest. For traffic, a little bit of a delay east and westbound right now. No accidents to report, but we are seeing quite a bit of red, so speeds down below 20 miles per hour near Fish Hatchery Road, both east and westbound, downtown Madison. Likely seeing some brake lights with that red popping up. But again, no accidents and no unusual slowdown spots for us. Downtown Janesville looks good, and north and southbound on the Interstate 3990 from Rock County through Dane County also looks smooth for us this evening. From the Beltline to Janesville, about 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, about 20 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Coming up next, Badger Honor Flight is planning a special trip for female veterans. Details on how you can sign up when we return.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You wouldn't pour OJ this way. And you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour. Only at Menards. Dutch Boy paints make transforming your world easy.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pill after pill that just masks your ED. Fix it for good. We can make the difference. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Madison. 1 weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about Everyday Verzenio.
An eye care benefit card helps our members access even more. This includes a monthly allowance for OTC items and healthy food purchases. Plus, earn more with healthy rewards. Rest easy. Eye care is looking out for you and your health.
Govan Cars is having a huge winter sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right, don't miss out on our winter sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, or vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Govan. Go to Govan Cars, east or west.
You gotta
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Badger Honor Flight is looking for female veterans for an all-woman veteran flight on May 14th. The Alice Ladwig Female Veteran Flight will have a custom itinerary for female veterans to see monuments, memorials, and other events specific for their time of service. While Badger Honor Flight normally only recruits from an 11-county area, this flight is open to any female veteran who served during World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War.
We're taking applications for all of those war-era veterans. We've flown about 3,500 already. Like I said, we've got about 1,500 yet to fly. But we know that once we get running again and the excitement builds again, we'll be getting more applications. We want to keep flying until everyone gets a chance to go there.
He also says male guardians will be allowed on the trip. If you are an eligible female veteran or you know someone who's interested, you can fill out an application online at badgerhonorflight.org. The Labor Department announced U.S. employers added more than 460,000 jobs last month.
Well, that's despite the Omicron surge and worker shortages. Skylar Henry has more.
New figures show the U.S. labor market is going strong, despite the wave of Omicron infections last month. Employers added 467,000 jobs in January. The unemployment rate ticked up slightly to 4%.
It really was better than expected. And the good news is there are a lot of internals in this report that look like encouraging about the labor market.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says gains across most sectors, including hospitality and leisure, all point to one conclusion.
This report and all of the performance of 2021 shows you that the labor market bounced back very strongly from COVID. I think there's no way to argue that.
President Biden touted the strong report.
America's job machine is going stronger than ever. History's been made here. But it comes alongside the largest drop in unemployment rate in a single year on record.
The Labor Department says revised numbers show the U.S. added a record 6.6 million jobs last year, even as businesses throughout the country continue to look for workers. A report out earlier this week showed nearly 11 million job openings at the end of the year. This Philadelphia area emergency dispatch center is one of the places that needs workers.
Currently, there are 25 total position vacancies in the department. 21 of those are frontline dispatchers.
And with the labor market strong, experts say the pressure is on the Federal Reserve to limit inflation to keep the economy healthy. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
According to the Labor Department report, 1.8 million people in the labor force were prevented from looking for work in January because of the pandemic.
We'll get a final check on your first warn forecast when we return.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
Do you want to create your dream home? Then you should attend the Madison Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show, where admission is free this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Make contacts, hire contractors, explore the best in kitchens, baths, and custom remodeling, windows, doors, and room additions. Whatever improvements your home needs, you'll find solutions at the Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show. Free admission this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year.
Wow. Wow is right.
Deals up to 50% off throughout the store. Find a great accent piece, a warm fireplace, an amazing recliner. Incredible deals throughout the store. See why this is one of the best times of the year to buy furniture. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. And for your new mattress, come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've reinvented mattress shopping.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Family's just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, I'm gonna be there.
KEYTRUDA and chemotherapy. Been treated my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, KEYTRUDA and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. KEYTRUDA is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. KEYTRUDA may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene, KEYTRUDA helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. KEYTRUDA from Merck. Ask your doctor about KEYTRUDA.
On this Friday night, the monster winter storm still threatening 50 million Americans as drivers in Texas are stranded for 17 hours on the icy roads. Plus the political bombshell, what Vice President Mike Pence is now saying about his former boss, President Donald Trump. And if you have bagged salad in your fridge, you need to hear the details of the listeria threat. That's all coming up on the CBS Evening News.
All right, let's go back to Dana. Final check of the weekend forecast.
Right now it's a little cold, a little flurry outside still. Temperatures expected to drop down to 0 tonight or just below, with this flurry chance wrapping up over the next hour or two. For Saturday and Sunday, a little more sunshine. Temperatures close to 20 for afternoon highs on Saturday. Sunday, the low 30s, a little cooler on Monday. Then the middle of next week, we get a warm up mid to upper 30s before our next snow chance.
All right, Dana, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.